The Tampa Bay Buccaneers had, without a doubt, the sneakiest 2024 NFL season. They were 10-7, so obviously they were on the radar enough to make the playoffs, but they beat teams like the pre-injury Hutchinson Lions, who had 4.5 sacks in that game, mind you. They beat a healthy Eagles team. They lost in overtime to the Chiefs, and honestly, they were just a victim of any given Sunday against the Commanders, losing by 3 in that game, and who really knows? The Buccaneers had a team that could have easily snuck their way into a Super Bowl and won one. They really were just good enough, especially on offense. I think the defense maybe held them back a little bit, but that offense was solid, top marks across the board. To go from basically the worst run offense, right? Probably the worst rush offense in 2023 to one of the best in the league. Irvin and that offensive line were great. Baker looked like Super Bowl Brady pretty much, Tampa Bay Brady. And obviously the receivers, really solid stuff. Evans with another 1,000-yard season. I've come to grips with reality. Mike Evans is good, all right? He's pretty good. You know, a lot of people want to go with he barely gets 1,000 yards. Anyone can do that in 17-game seasons. Well, how come nobody has besides him then? Let's talk about that then. Of course, Chris Godwin talks about him potentially leaving, but there's also reports recently that they're going to try to re-sign him, so it's not like we know for sure he's gone. Cade Otton, not bad. We could probably do better in this rebuild. Will we? I don't know, but not bad. Mauk had a really good year. The tackles were solid. Obviously, Wirfs is always solid. One of the highest graded tackles like every single year. Moves around left tackle, right tackle. Wherever you need him, he'll play. Barton, I'm just glad he still has star. We'll definitely replace left guard. And the offense, I'm not too worried about. I think the offense is in a pretty good spot, especially in real life. I do worry a little bit about Baker in game, though. 29, about to be 30. The XP to gain is going to be tough. It's going to be a tough one. I think 83 is also insanely low. Like, if Jared Goff is, like, a 90 overall in the game or something crazy, how is Baker not at least, like, an 87? I'm not really sure how the season he just had is 83 worthy, but sure, they're playing it safe. Then we move on to the defensive side of the ball, where I think they've struggled to have a solid edge rush unit for a while. Diaby obviously had a really good year, but outside of that, their pass rush, it definitely could use some work. Antoine Winfield, there's a lot of injuries, but definitely did not have his best season. Smith actually looked, oh my lord. Okay, the hairline. Okay, pretty good, actually. You're pretty good. Probably the future at that position. Linebackers, is Levante David going to retire? Who freaking knows? Definitely could use off-ball. Like we said with the pass rush, just not the best pass rush unit for sure. Definitely one of their biggest weaknesses. Vita Vea, will he, won't he? Sometimes he doesn't look so great, and then other times he looks like, okay, yeah, that's that guy that you just can't run against. But here, looks great. 91 overall. We'll say some of the smartness is what's kind of carrying him, right? 85 power move, 87 block shed for a 91 overall. Seems a little low, right? It's just like, how are you a 91? But we'll take it. Looks good enough. 30 years old. Hopefully he can be here for another couple of seasons. This is a team that, we're rebuilding them, but the way they played in real life, don't really necessarily need a rebuild, but more of a retool, a reload, if you will. I don't know what we're going to do at pick 19. Edge is definitely a very hot topic to me. Off ball, especially if Levante is gone, would not hurt. But one thing's for sure is the defense is probably going to get the majority of the love here. Hopefully Godwin doesn't regress too much, because I'll re-sign him if I can. I'll try. That's really all there is about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Really good team that, once again, any given Sunday, good team versus good team, one's got to win. I was going to end up doing a challenge rebuild today, but I was like, you know what, let's just do a Buccaneers rebuild. Screw it. I got to get some of these teams that we haven't done yet, done before I continue to do these, like, another rebuild of a team we've already done before, Anyways, if you guys enjoy this video, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate continued support here on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK plays not Madden content. Got to get a series going up there again. Got to get one going. And let me know what team you want to see next, / if you have a challenge rebuild idea. I'm all ears. Let's get into it. I mean, we're already here, right? We're already here. We might as well see the results of the most entertaining Super Bowl of the ages. The Eagles win. Okay, I mean, that's interesting. I mean, I'll be honest, that's what I'm rooting for. I'm not a huge fan of the whole Eagles versus Commanders fan interactions I've seen. Some pretty disgusting things. Obviously, there's fans that do that kind of stuff across the board. It's not just one, but we'll say just a tad bit more Eagles fans I see that from. Just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. But Vita Vea goes to X Factor. That's huge, huge dev up. He's 30 years old. Did he regress? No. Did not regress. What? Would have been awesome to see Baker go to X Factor. Not that would have changed much, because once again, it's still going to be a ton of X. Oh my god, it jumped 6k XP. He's juiced. It's over. It's so over. It's Jover. Oh well. Yeah, we've already talked about what we need to do. See if we can do it. Levante David, man, he didn't retire, but almost wishing he did. That is a huge drop-off. 82 overall. Ooh. For the draft class, I'm pretty sure this is the newest version of Big Game Gargamel's, or Big Gargamel. I thought it was Big Game Gargamel. His draft class. We're going to give it another chance. I don't like any of the classes. I'm just going to be real with you. They're all going to be struggling. I know my freaking controller disconnected every single time. It's like, okay, I'm holding on. Battery's going to hold on. New video. Okay, we're dead. We're gone. But yeah, that's going to be the draft class we use. If you have any suggestions, I know there's always people like, hey, this draft class is terrible. It's like, yeah, but nobody suggests any other ones. Every other one I see is way worse, like 10 times worse. I also think this is the proper one. I think I was using this one, which was a little more outdated. This one I think is a little bit better. I don't want to go in and actually check it. I looked at some of the base kind of projections, and I'm hoping that based on that, it is where, it looks as good as it is. So we'll see. Maybe we're all going to love it now. Maybe we're like, hey, this guy kind of figured out to download the right class. Way to go. Wait, does Tampa actually have this kind of money and they're being cheap? I don't think Conwin signs anything close to this low, but 2 year 47. I'm playing within the realm of Madden. As much as I don't love Levante David regressing that hard, I've got to give him a contract. He's Levante David, dude. He is literally like the Buccaneers. He's that guy. He's been there that long. Sucks that Joe Tryon hasn't really developed, right? Like that one season, it was like, really? They found another goon? But I don't know if they have. I can't say they have. Everyone else, not really worried about them. Jack Browning, sure, I guess. Really didn't pay attention too much to the special teams. Really across the board. When you're a Packers fan and special teams just depresses you, you just don't even want to think about it. You just turn, you close your eyes every time there's a field goal, a kickoff, punt, all that. You just close your eyes. Let's take a look at free agency. $60 million. There's some, decent wide receivers. Maybe you want to go even further. Creed Humphrey. Okay. I'm down to just make this team as good as possible. Graham Barton at left guard. I'm down. Oh, come on, man. Like, please, Green Bay, do something like that in real life, but no, not here. Today, I want Creed for ourselves. I'll bump that, don't worry. But for now, wow, Maxon, 87 overall, regressed way harder when we took him in our Bears franchise rebuild. Carlton Davis, could you bring him back? Maybe? Like, I don't really care how someone's playing in real life compared to whatever. Now we're in Madden mode, right? We did our little intro of like, okay, this is what the Buccaneers did last year, blah, blah, blah. Now it's like, okay, we're in rebuild mode. None of that matters. Baker Mayfield could be as good as he wants in real life, but at some point we're probably going to have to replace him early because he's going to be not worth starting, as in like lower than 83 overall, right? Whereas in real life, Baker could be the guy for the next 6+ years for all we know, right? So there's an unfortunate Madden reality we have to deal with sometimes. I want Mac so bad, dude. Like, Mac actually feels like a Buccaneer almost. It's like if Mac's going to play another year, he probably wants to join a team with a good chance. NFC has a better chance, in my opinion, than, being in the stacked AFC, especially against the Chiefs. Bobby Wagner next to... Okay, now this is a move I will do. Bobby Wagner next to Levante David is like a childhood dream, all right? Even though they're like the same age as me in real life. I'm a bit younger, but still, I'm getting there. Pass rush is not going to be a thing, unfortunately. Offensive line, we'll try to get Creed, but we really just need interior guys, and the draft here, the free agent class here, a little bit stronger in the tackle position. Don't want to move any of these tall dudes inside, so probably just looking at the draft for new linemen. Don't really want to pay Tevin Jenkins. Tight end's really weak. Wide receiver, we could use another one, but I'm not really liking much of the options here. Need a slot guy at best, and most of them are like really slot guys. Like there's like even smaller than I was hoping for, That's what she said. Well, these are going to be our 3 guys. Oh, man, dude, I should go for Khalil Mack. Just did a rebuild with him, though. He only lasted a year anyways, but like this would be a huge move for them. They really need a proven guy. Now, injuries, question mark. And you know what? I'm not going to do it. A, we can't afford him. And B, I'm going to go for a pass rusher at 19, I think. All right. Odds of getting any of these guys, pretty low. Wagner, probably, but Davis and Humphrey, I'd be very shocked. Let's see. Let us see. Oh, we got Carlton. Okay, Carlton comes back to Tampa, 1 year, 15. I like the overall, 85 overall. Bolstering up the defense a little bit. You know, maybe Buccaneers fans are looking for a young guy at linebacker, but they're going to get a guy that knows what he's doing at least. We got 2 82-plus overall veterans. Also, there's been a bit of yapping in these rebuilds. The rebuilds are taking a bit longer than I want. I would want them to be no longer than 130, preferably 115 on the nose. So going forward with the draft, let me know what you guys think, how we should approach it. Maybe I just start, actually just showing you the guys you draft. Trade. If we make a trade, show you the trade, and then show the, the pick itself instead of being like, I don't know, do I want this guy? Do I want that guy? So the yap to explain what we might do for the future yap. Oh, man, these edge rushers are going. Also, this class does have Abdul Carter as a top 5. Just for some reason, he's falling, which I just don't know. But, yeah, Will Campbell, though. I've heard some things about guard. Do we go for Campbell? I mean, we got Campbell. We've got, McMillan, could you imagine? Like, Mike Evans, getting a new Mike Evans for yourself. I'd be getting the yap again. It's just impossible not to. The fact that the freaking Bengals got Will Campbell at 17 is crazy. And honestly, I might have to reach here a little bit. I might have to reach here. Now, I think Jalen Walker would be very good value, but I just don't know about him in this class. Round 1, 3 to 4 talent grade. Super athlete, B power move, C block shed. I don't know what to think. I think he projects better than that in real life, but in game, which is what we're basing this off of, this draft class, is that someone I want to go with? I'm also liking Jack Sawyer, 6'5", 260. I like the size. I'm having a tough time here because Sawyer's a bit, a little bit later projected, but you definitely need to grab him around now if you want him in this class. But Walker is probably the better bet, even though he's a 3 to 4. I'm going to take Walker. I think I'm going to take Walker. Jalen Walker is going to be my guy. Do we have any left end, right end? I didn't really pay attention to that. So it's just Sawyer. Yeah, maybe. All right, 3 to 4 talent grade. We're taking the shot. Jalen Walker. He is 84 true. Hidden dev, 90 speed, 92 excel. There you go. You got another Diaby. So pass rush for the moment I think is fine. We could use IDL. O-line doesn't hurt. Wide receiver, arguably wide receiver. Linebacker, but because we have Wagner, you could probably get away with one more year. Corner, but we do have McCollum at number 3 now with Carlton Davis back in the mix. And then the safety I didn't go for because we're just going to start Smith. Now I'm struggling with this pick because I could go with Tez Johnson, the speedster for the slot, or I could bolster up that offensive line a little bit. We could use a guard for sure. No idea how good Jaden Roberts is. Is he a star dev in this class? I don't know, but I do like him quite a bit. Problem is, he's not projected in 2025, or entering, I suppose. Screw it, we're going Tez Johnson. We're going for the speed. 23 years old, please be hidden. 30 true, normal, dev. Oh, no. Let's go to the third round. O-line, IDL, those are the 2 picks here. I could go with Kreutz, sit him at center, and then move Graham Barton over to left guard. That could be definitely a move for us. Do I go Shamar Turner, DT? We've moved, we've used... These batteries are dead too? Professionalism can honestly go F itself. I don't care. Shamar Turner's going to be our choice. We need IDL. He's still there. 148 true. Should be hidden. He is. I'm not sure how much has been updated with this draft class, or maybe I've downloaded the wrong one again because it does say November, but I think there's some players in there that they moved around a bit more than, they would have if it was November still. So I don't know. Maybe that's just November is when they made it and then he updated it. I'm not 100% sure. We have Kreutz in this next round. Another guy we know for a fact is hidden. We're going to grab him. He's going to be our new center. We're going to be moving over Barton to left guard. And then we had Barron as a backup before. We're going to grab him again. 5th rounder. Hidden dev. Outside linebacker backup. Never going to, I don't know if never, but don't know if we'll ever actually start him. But I like him as a backup every time. I don't know if we need another wide receiver, but we're going to go with Wells. We're going to go Wells. 163 true. Add another wide receiver. Why not? Yeah, I would have rather had an lineman in the second round, but unfortunately, the linemen here in this class are not great. B, Roberts is a 2026 guy, not 2025. And yeah, Walker is as low as expected, 71 overall, but Obviously not a problem here. Hidden dev, not even a point in looking at his dev because pretty much anyone outside of the top 10 is like star dev in pretty much everyone's classes. Tez Johnson, of course, only normal dev, but 74 overall. So, I mean, there's something there in the slot. Super speedy, kind of a different type of player here, right? Even, the players they have in real life right now, not very fast. They're all, possession, route runner guys. And Tez Johnson is blazing. So there you go with that. Turner, is it left end we need? I think it's left end. I believe it's left end. I think so. Yeah, Kalijah's a right end, right? But yeah, we've got ourselves a D-line now. I mean, at least a D-line with potential. Kreutz at center. Barron will be outside linebacker. And then, Wells, whatever. Would have loved to get ourselves a corner, but with Carlton Davis, maybe don't need one. Would have loved to get ourselves a tight end, but I didn't really want to replace Cade Otton with any of the guys we've seen. And then we got our lineman. So, fair enough. Not a bad draft class. Not the best, but not that bad. Definitely going to use an off-ball as well. But in terms of Madden, 82 and 84 overall are perfectly fine. I don't need a backup lineman to not develop while we're waiting for them to start anyways. Real life, yeah. In-game, yeah. Here we go. Season 1, the team looks pretty good. Offense, didn't really need to add much. You got Johnson in the slot. New center, moving Barton over to left guard. Then we move on to defense where we definitely added a lot. Bobby Wagner, he's still going to be the number 2. Levante's still the guy, but Bobby Wagner, Walker, obviously. Smith gets the starting job. Carlton Davis is back, and then Shamar Turner at the left end spot. So, I mean, a lot of, longer-term guys, and we're still the same overall as before, losing some players. Not even know how many we lost, but also forgot we had Braswell, but at this point, can't really develop a normal dev. That's not true, but I'm not going to. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, if Will Campbell was there at 19, I would have taken him, but he wasn't. The Bengals stole him. Pretty good season so far. Mike Evans, oh my God, Mike Evans is 32 years old. I'll do it 1 year, but even that, I mean, there's a good chance he's going to drop really significantly. Carlton Davis, I'm down to do another year. I don't know what kind of contracts we're going to pay, but yeah, I'm down to do another year. Zion, maybe. White, perhaps. Cade Otton, he's actually a better overall than I thought he was going to be at this point. What is he? Would he go up? Like 3 overalls so far? I don't really like those numbers, though. Probably going to just replace him. He's 24, 25, maybe. Godecky, dude. He's not bad. It's a lot of money, but he's not bad. I think I had to pay that. What else do we have? Anyone else? Levante David, I'm sorry, but he's just going to straight up retire on us. Same with Wagner. Who do we got going forward? Cansey. I mean, yeah, we don't really have to pay anybody right now, so sure enough, we'll try to get Mike Evans, maybe Zion, possibly White, and probably letting everyone else go. Pretty damn good year, actually. I mean, once again, like I believe it in real life, but in game, I was not expecting to have a season like this. We didn't really add that much. Yeah, we actually did add quite a bit to the team. 12-5. 12-5 is the 2 seed. Of all the teams to be 1 seed, though, it's the Cardinals. Wow, the number 2 seed with the Buccaneers. I've heard some things about that offensive scheme. I tried it once myself, didn't really like it. But yeah, it was really good for us. I mean, it's nice going into a freaking NFC rebuild again. But I know we did the Bears, but we did that Chargers one, which ironically enough was way more successful than like any other rebuild we had all year. I mean, the 3 Super Bowl. I mean, I'm just saying. Baker Mayfield, 4,000 yards, 26 touchdowns, 10 picks. Did we have 3 or did we have 2? I can't remember. I don't know if we had the 3. I don't know, but Irvin, unbelievable touchdowns. Should go up in Dev. Evans was great. Godwin is solid. Everyone else was horrible. I don't like the scheme. We won a lot of games, but I don't like it. We went with the 3-4 Steelers. Diaby was great. I don't know why I didn't read it as Diaby. I thought it was a couple of extra Ds in there. But we also had basically nothing from Walker, 4.5. I know it's a rookie. Rookie seasons are like that. Smith with 5 picks. Look at him cook. Kicking, not bad. Punting, not great. See if we had any rookie awards. Maybe Walker, 4.5. It's probably not, but maybe. Let's take a look at what we got. Anything? Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 8. Defensive Rookie of the Year, number 5 and 7. Best QB at 10. Best running back at 2. Those touchdowns are crazy. Wide receiver at 10. O-line at 9. D-line, no. Linebacker at 5. DB at 9. Surprisingly, wasn't higher with all those interceptions. And then kicker at 3. But a playoff berth early on in this rebuild, year 1 to be exact, I'm not going to hate it. 6 overall is higher than the Seahawks. I mean, we're favorites. I really, really wish Walker would have hit the ground running, though. 4.5 sacks. I've obviously seen worse, especially in a 3-4, but could you imagine we got to superstar right away, get to an 80 overall, something like that? I don't know what his overall actually is, but that would be great. Really good comeback here. Not a great start. Oh, my God. And another span of just giving up like 10 points in, 2 drives. Just like, please stop giving them short drives. I mean, we lost. We lost to the Seahawks, who were 6 overalls lower than us while we were at home. That hurts. That really sucks. Baker threw a pick. It was a terrible game from him. Rushing was never going to be good. Oh, that feels so lackluster. Like, I didn't expect to do well early on with this Buccaneers rebuild. I thought maybe anywhere from 8 to 10 wins. But you get me excited. You're 12-5, and then you just lose to a way inferior team. 82 overall versus 88? I mean, that's not even close. But, once again, it is early. Problem is, Baker's also 31 now. So, are we drafting QB soon? I don't know. He didn't really play well either, so it's like, I can't really defend him and, upgrade his overall because he didn't really play well. He actually played probably worse than an 83 overall. Just hoping Irvin gets a dev up because of the, what do we got for Super Bowl? The Eagles win again, by the way. Now they have a chance at a 3P. That's crazy. But hopefully Irvin got a dev up with that touchdown number. He didn't. Baker's an 84, though, so he didn't, regress. Mike down to an 85, so yeah, we're going to need wide receiver. Tez gets to a 78, but he's not really ever a number 1 or even maybe number 2 type. Type 2. Irvin not going to dev up at 21 touchdowns is crazy work. Both middle linebackers retiring, not crazy work. Expected work, actually. Diaby, superstar dev. Nice. As a 27-year-old now, I like to see it because, yeah, 27-84, not a huge fan of it. But maybe it'll work out. Just maybe. Smith doesn't go up in dev, which hurts. 78 overall, though. He's fine. Davis, solid. Jamel at 86. Both 86s. D-line, Vita Vea goes down a little bit. Kalijah Cansey, 81 overall. I mean, linebacker is definitely one of the biggest needs besides tight end. We'll see if we want to keep K. Dotton. Probably won't. Especially with this scheme. It's not going to give you that good of numbers for tight ends. So it's going to be hard to develop him. But we'll see. Oh, Baker. Nice. Okay, so maybe get him to an 85 overall then. And then with the training, hopefully 86. But re-signings, we did pay Mike Evans. I really wish we didn't. We probably should have signed him after the fact. Would have cost us probably like 10 mil less. Rashad White, I like him as a backup. I don't like him that much, though. K. Dotton, yeah, I don't hate the price is the problem. I just don't know if I like the ceiling. He's not bad at all. He really isn't. I'll do a 2-year at that evaluation. Any higher, though, I'm not doing it. 2-year, 22. Okay? He's spoken. At worst, we find a really athletic tight end we really like. K. Dotton's a serviceable backup. We've seen crazy contracts. Like what did Oliver get? Like a 7 per year as like mainly a blocker. K. Dotton's getting 10 per. That's 10, 11. That's not terrible even as a backup. And we probably could spend some money here because Mike Evans is going to be gone. Godwin's not too far behind. We honestly might lose both wide receivers, which are like 50 mil combined next offseason, which you don't have to pay them if they're gone. It's kind of how that works. So we kind of can spend almost the entire opening of free agency if we want. We can spend all the money if we want because we're going to free up more money next year anyways. It's just, I guess, Baker, his contract is probably coming up here. Maybe that's a worry, I suppose. But Greg Rousseau as a free agent. I don't know if I like the prospect of him as a 3-4. I think I have to just rock with what we got. As much as I said I can spend the money, I also don't want to spend that much money. That's a lot. Zach Tom. I think, once again, our O-line's pretty good, too. Man, those are some really good name drops, though. I can't lie. But, yeah, I think we're going to pass on them. I think I need middle linebacker more than anyone. Was that Nakobe? See Nakobe Dean a lot. It's been a little... we've given it a buffer, right? We've given it a little bit. Nakobe Dean can join us. Okay, let's not allow the Commanders who ended the season, not this year, but the year before, to steal him. Don't care. Would be a cool story for the, stick it to the Eagles, I guess. I don't know. But we'll go for Nakobe. That'll cut our need for middle linebacker by quite a bit. And then there's not really many other glaring needs other than future-proofing. So wide receiver, another linebacker, obviously, and then tight end. That's probably our big three. All right, so we're in the draft with pick 24. We've got ourselves some solid-looking players. A round 1 tight end in Jay Jackson, a top 5 off-ball in Holloman, and a top 5 cornerback in Taylor. This could be the perfect draft if we don't screw things up, or we could screw things up and it's not a perfect draft. And surprisingly, I didn't need to trade up. Sat at 24. We have 2 corners. Chambers looks really good too. I was like, hey, as long as one of them's there, they're fine. A man coverage, B zone. This guy could even be better for all we know. But I'm taking the guy who's a little bit faster. I'm taking the guy that I can see as a top 5. And, we got ourselves a solid cornerback in the future. A little undersized, I will admit, but Stephen Taylor's going to be the guy. Wow. Okay, true talent 1. This is normal dev, right? Hidden dev hidden dev with number 1 overall. Usually if they're a top 5 corner, you are probably going to get normal. Not today. Now, obviously, it's pretty obvious what the next pick's going to be. It's going to be linebacker and tight end. So we're going to move on to 24. Try to trade down to the early 3rd, because I might need a 4th or a 5th round pick, maybe more, to trade up our 24 in the 3rd round to grab, whoever we don't here. I really need to stay pretty close, though, to where we kind of said. What are the Eagles doing, dude? I get it's 10 spots, and the Eagles are a good team. They just won a Super Bowl, so that's basically offering me a 4th next. But that's not bad to move back a few spots. I think I'm going to take someone here as well. I'm going to take... we need the linebacker more than tight end, right? We could just rock with, who we got at tight end, Kate Otten. But top 5, he looks ridiculous. Andrew Holloman. Let's go. Give me hidden. 2! And he's hidden. Number 1, number 2. The tight end wasn't top 5. He was just round 1, right? So we can't get number 1, 2, and 3. I've never done that before. I'd say top 3 probably already went. Number 3 would have went already, but that's crazy. Of course, Jay Jackson, also pretty athletic, 4.57. So we're hoping for hidden dev. I don't know if that's what we're going to get, but I'm honestly willing to go all the way up here to the Patriots just to guarantee him, because everyone else, I don't really need anyone else. There's some positions maybe we can use an upgrade. Obviously, wide receiver is up there, but for right now, I don't physically need anybody else, so why not just, make the play that's going to finish what I think is what, the roster, what we need. All right, there you go. 3rd, 4th, 6th, and a 6 next to move up quite a bit of spots, actually. Have the 3rd next year, so if there's someone else, did Woodson go, maybe? Best is there. Keith Best, 6'3", very raw, but I like the athleticism. Half the time, that's good enough for me. I don't think he's good enough for me to take this time, though. Also, Reynolds super fast, so maybe that's who we go with. But Jay Jackson for now is going to be the choice. Decently athletic, somewhat raw. Looks to be pretty good. 12 true. Another hidden. Slower than I would have thought. 4.57, I was thinking 85, 86. 84 speed. It's still faster than Kate Otten, obviously. Let's go to the start of the 5th and potentially trade up for Reynolds. Like I said, this guy's fast. Could get one of those superstar types, which... I never liked the Tez Johnson pick, but as far as pure value goes, as far as even having someone that is at least, got a center, is at least in 2025, I had no choice. Reynolds going to be my trade up, and I'm going to take a look at Rivers. What did I like about Rivers? 6'3", 314, could play guard. He's a good finesse guy, which is weird for a lineman, so... Let's go to Houston, and I suppose let's try to go to Carolina as well. A 7th round pick does it, which is surprising, so might be able to trade up a 4th next to get Carolina as well. Actually, they're going to take Trey Tucker in a 6th round 2 years from now for this pick, which I think is fine. Tucker's still pretty young. It's just we have quite a bit of wide receivers that are already not starting. Maybe not great long-term guys, but still some players. Reynolds, super athletic. We just seen him. Adonis Reynolds. Give me a superstar. 82 true. Hidden dev. I'm just saying. Would I ever see him as a number 2? I don't know. But how many people would have thought Tyreek Hill would have been that number 1 guy with that size? So whatever works, works. Gabe Rivers. 23 true. Oh, man. That's a really good pick, though. But yeah, normal sucks. Oh, well, end of the draft. Another good one, I think. 78 overall, 76, 75, 71, 74. Pretty good draft class. Stephen Taylor. Pretty good press. Catching's good enough. Injury concerns, sort of. Really athletic. Let's see what that dev is. Definitely not a generational. Maybe superstar. Yeah, I was about to say maybe superstar. We got a superstar. Okay. I was really feeling star, but at the same time, superstar. Very doable. Got it. Clutch. Andrew Holloman, the new center or middle linebacker. Sounds like a fighter. Pretty athletic, actually. 6'1", 238. Probably going to be star, but you never know. And yeah, star def. Fair enough. Got ourselves, the youth coming in at middle linebacker. Athletic as hell. Jay Jackson, tight end. So hit or miss. You really can just... it could be a star. Could be an X factor. Sometimes in between. But this is the position you usually get more superstar pluses than usual. Unfortunately, not going to get it here. Still a good player, though. Going to be our tight end one. And then Reynolds, anytime you find a super speedy guy with hidden, you're very much so expecting... Wow, 99 change direction as well. I didn't even see that. You're very much so expecting superstar. Let's see if we get it. We do. Okay, one of those prototypicals. Was there someone we... Oh, yeah, there was a wide receiver in the second round I wanted. Let's see if he's there. His name was Woodson. Ooh, 76 overall. Please be normal. Okay, I can live with normal a little bit. Still really good. Looks like one of those, number twos. Unfortunately, not going to be on our team. All right, Baker Mayfield's off-season. I worked on throw power and breaking sacks. Yeah, for some reason, he didn't want accuracy. Sure. Let's see what he gets. Give him a throw power, damn it. Okay, I can live with it. 1 to throw power. That's not bad. By the way, this is what Baker's abilities are. This might be the greatest mid-quarterback ever. Like, 85 overall or less. Or is this what I just got? I just unlocked an ability. Pass lead elite, inside Deadeye, and lofting Deadeye is so insane. Like, that's wild. Like, that trio is better than a lot of guys that have 5 abilities. That's ridiculous. Season 2, I worry about Baker. He's 85 overall, yes, but he's also 31. His overall maybe goes up to an 86 if we're really lucky, but then if he starts regressing, we're not going to be able to keep up. So we have this season, maybe one more, with him being truly worth using. Obviously, I'm going to keep the door open for QB every single season, if there's somebody there. Not maybe every single season, because the first and then this latest draft, I didn't actually look. But the following year, going next, I probably will. Reynolds is a superstar, but I feel like Tez Johnson, maybe if we see him as, number 1 or number 2 way down the line, I don't personally see it, but you never know if he's a high enough overall. Got to get him developed now, whereas Reynolds, superstar dev, he's going to get XP no matter what. O-line, definitely not the best in age, right? Like, you have a 27-year-old right guard, 27-year-old right tackle who are, not going to be able to develop that much. Defense, we're pretty good. Like, Vita Vea, maybe you worry about. Corners, you maybe worry about. But then you have Taylor, who's a superstar, ready to go. 86 overall. Did we really do enough to push us over the edge? Probably not. But if we were better than last year, which overall-wise we are, 12-5 is not bad. If we can have another season like that, I'm down. Ooh, superstar dev for Shamar Turner. Huge dev up. It's been so long. A lot of money, not a lot of wins, though. Diaby, I think we have no choice. 86 overall superstar. I don't love how old he is, but I can live with it. Damn, he is wanting a lot of money and wants even more. Baker, that is way too much. The regression could be diabolical, so we're going to hold off on this, I think. A 2-year one, it's like $51 million per for a guy that could easily regress to like 82 overall. Same with Godwin. I think is another contract you wait on. Vita Vea, I think he'll last. Even if he drops 85, 86, I can live with that. 127 million. Kalijah Cansey, he has not played well. But at the same time, who else are you going to pay? Like Baker, I don't even know if we do pay him 1 or 2 years, is on par for a better season. He's been good enough. I think he's earned it. I think he's earned a 4-year deal, and you just hope that he gets a superstar. That's really the plan. Anyone else in here? Carlton Davis and Jamel Dean. I think Jamel ages better because he's a little bit faster. So you keep Jamel, and then you probably let Carlton Davis go and just put Taylor as your number 2. Mauk, I actually like him quite a bit, so we're going to go with him. 3-year, 46.5. Puts us $82 million left. We can pay Baker. I don't know if we're going to pay Godwin. Mike Evans, we'll see. He actually is 87 overall, which is surprising. We're going to wait till the end of the season for the rest of these guys. I want to see what kind of regression point we're at. Gives us less of a chance to react, right? If they say no, then, well, it's GG, right? So it's a little more risky that way, but also in the end could be a lot cheaper. And I think that overweighs or outweighs, especially for guys near the end of their career. It's a weird one. Really weird because this is a really bad season for us. But the time I was looking, Baker and the offense looked great. So it's like, what do you do there? This would be a perfect time to go for a new QB. Not a huge fan of that win against the Steelers right at the end. Puts us at 7-10. Look how many teams that are 7-10. We seem to be the worst seeding, thankfully, but we could have lost us like 4 spots there potentially. But looking at the win-loss, really shocked that we dropped off this hard. Considering, once again, I mean, you'll see it in a moment, Baker looked good. Second half of the season was horrible, obviously. But Baker actually looked really good. Touchdown to pick ratio was up there. Yards weren't bad. Oh, he fell off. Okay, yeah. Through the last, 4 weeks, he must have been, 3 touchdowns to, 4 or 5 interceptions. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Yeah, I mean, in real life, that's not a terrible season. But for Madden, that's probably, the 20th worst season, right? I would assume something around there. Jackson, great yards. Touchdowns, not so much. Johnson, good touchdowns. Evans still has another 1,000-yard season, I got to say. We'll see what happens. I want to keep at least one if I could. Can't see 7.5 again. Edge, terrible, because once again, it's a 3-4. It's the same old with a 3-4 defense. Really disappointing. Kicking was great, actually. I think his only missed kick was a block. 3 blocks, I suppose. MVP goes to Hurts. Anything for us? Please, number 2 for Jackson. If he just had, even a couple more touchdowns, man. But obviously, with those lack of touchdowns, they're not going to give you that crap. Best QB at 9. Best running back at 6. Yeah, like I said, I mean, if you consider the AFC side has the better QBs, if our guy was the 9th, you could easily see 11 quarterback. And of course, 9-11, oh, funny, tragedy. You could easily see him being, 11 or 12 in the AFC, right? By the way, we're 90 overall. That's going to dramatically drop here when these regressions hit. The Eagles, by the way, chance at a three-peat. I mean, honestly, if we win a Super Bowl in year 3, I'm not even going to do 2 more seasons because if they win this, that's three-peat. The best we can do is tie their three-peat, which is very unlikely. And they do win, so the Eagles are three-peaters. All right. So at 7-10, you're probably looking at a top 16 pick. We have $73 million, which is not actually a lot because we don't have any of those other guys factored in. Oh, it's top 10. Never mind. Pick 9 overall. Okay, we're going to have this is going to be a tough decision because 9 overall, you can definitely go QB. But Baker, 83 overall, still wants 50, though. That's painful. Barton, going to go the 5th year because it's just so cheap. Mike Evans also down to an 83 overall. Wow, he is really cheap. Can I do a 1-year deal? He's going to want a lot here. If this doesn't go, that's crazy. Thank you. 1 year 13. So I think you move one of the other wide receivers up or you draft one. Godwin, even though he had a good year, man, I struggle with this. Baker is not worth 50. I mean, he's never going to accept this. But the season he just had is probably 40. 1 year 40. Let's see what the tag is. It's going to be 48. 60. Okay, I guess they're going new QB. I just can't, dude. It was a good season, not a great one. We'd have to replace him next year anyways. This could be the highest draft pick we see all rebuild. Everything is just saying move on, I mean, oh my, really? He actually, 14 million? Okay, that's really annoying. Carlton Davis regressed, meaning Jamel probably regressed. How the mighty have fallen. 90 overall on the season, yet probably looking way worse than that now. 55 mil, though, so we could, if there's a really good wide receiver or something like that, we could draft one, or sign one. And then, of course, draft QB more than likely. Hoping for the best there. I mean, I haven't needed to draft QB in a while. Some of these rebuilds we've done, they've had, solidified positions. Zay Flowers is another short type of player, but definitely could be that guy. Do we do it? I'm also curious to see what they're offering. Are they actually offering Baker what he's asking for? Did we really just make a mistake? They aren't. I mean, they're offering probably about 45, which isn't bad. 40 to 45. Zay Flowers, man, that's a tough one. Because I really don't want to pay a wide receiver. And I definitely don't want to pay one that's on the shorter side. But he's good. He's definitely good. Let's see what Tez looks like. If he's an 82 overall, I might just rock with what we got or draft someone. 81. I mean, you're basically this is Zay Flowers, right? Just a little bit smaller. Just taller, which makes him even smaller technically. 2 inches taller, 20 pounds lighter. He just can't play number 1 or 2. What do you do? Because Tez is not bad. He's really not bad. You probably could develop him, but it's just the size. I guess you make the argument that he just makes up for it with grit. I don't know. Do you pay Zay? I did it. 4-year, 100 and what the hell even is that number? 16 with quite a bit of per year money there, about 29. It's not great, but we're about to lose Mike Evans next season anyways, so got to do what you got to do. We went from, best wide receiver duo, one of the best wide receiver duos, to just terrible. Zay Flowers is free. He had a good season. I'm going for him, That's all there is to it. We went from pretty damn tall wide receivers to, one of the shortest rooms in the entire league. It's crazy. Obviously, we still got Mike, but, thinking about next season. Pick 9 overall, we have 0 quarterbacks actively on the roster. There was 2 top 5s, and only one of them looked great. McClendon's at day 3 as well. Oh, he looks like one of those types, though. He looks like one of those star types. I don't know if I could take that at 1 to 2. This could be bad. Steffens doesn't even look great either, but I would take the chance of that elite throw power. I gotta just hope that they don't go, I suppose. I don't feel good about trading up for either of those guys. They do not look good. Just don't take QB. Some of these teams don't really need QB. The first 2 shouldn't. Maybe Giants. I don't know what they drafted. Maybe they did go QB last year. Pitts. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. Do I go late first, and if the quarterback's there, I just take him? Day 3, here's the thing. Day 3, that could be 76, 67 overall. I could live with it, I suppose. I have no other option. Like, what was that? Was the throw power, is it good? But he looks like one of those decent 67 and 70 overall start QBs. Then we also have Cordani, who's similar, just a little bit worse. I think I have no choice but to go McClendon. I'm going to go late first, trade down. Best of luck, I guess. Not a fan of this, though. All right, the Texans are giving me a trade I can't refuse. 31 this, a first next year, 63 this. I've got no choice. Let's see what they do. Edge rusher. It is a cornerback. I didn't really scout cornerback in the top picks. Quarterback McClendon. I mean, McClendon is so raw that I don't care enough, So obviously I wasn't going to push the envelope there. Wide receivers are all gone, sadly, as well. But Cole McClendon, I'm going to have to take a chance. I have no choice. Just be star dev. 117 true. And exactly, that's what I was hoping for. 90 throw power, 88 speed, star dev. That is fantastic. Star dev rookie. I couldn't ask for much better in that situation. We were looking dire. Any other positions, though? Cornerback, Dudley. Very raw man coverage. Zone's good. Kind of, I'd look at what I can look at. Greenfield. Maybe that's who we take at 9. Kind of raw, but sort of future-proofing for Vea, potentially. I really want a wide receiver, but unless I go Taylor Morales, which, added to the list of another slow, kind of slow, short wide receiver, I don't think I'm going to do that. So, with a weaker-looking draft class, you're going to go Greenfield and then I don't even freaking know. Go O-line in the 3rd. Oh, we also have that 2nd-round pick. Greenfield, I'm pretty damn locked in on, though. I definitely want him, which he is 2 to 3. A block shed B tackle. 59 true. Hidden dev, 89 strength, 85 excel, 74 speed. What a pick. Looking good. That's a good pick, obviously. And, it makes you want to start him this year, but I don't think I can. Right, we just paid Clancy. That's $20 million a year. Shamar Turner's already a superstar, and then Vita Vea is like a 90 overall. Can't do anything about any of those. Let's see what we want to do here. Didn't scout linebacker because I don't need it. It's not really a need. Do I really go O-line? Portis, he's 5'9". Is this another fast type? Kind of raw. Now it's in one of those agile types. O-line, Stewart. Do I guess Stewart 6'4"? Raw run block. He looks like a pass block, but I can't tell for sure. I guess best O-line is Jaden Jennings. Very athletic guard. Maybe he's a future tackle. I don't know. Godecki maybe replaced. I don't know. 21 true. Hidden dev. Good pick. Pick 9 will be potentially another lineman. I just don't... maybe you can replace Nakobe Dean, but we already paid him a 3-year deal, so why would I guess? I think Brandt was the better of the 2 linemen remaining. Actually, no. It's going to be Rich, who's... That's like a center at best. Whatever. Looks the better. If he's normal, I'm going to be so mad. Oh, I'm so mad. That is what we like to call a future trade piece, without a doubt. Cox is still there, but we got our guys in dev no matter what. And then Adkins, decently athletic, pretty good power move. Whatever it was, a finesse move, power move. 84 speed, normal dev. Good backup. We got some depth at edge. We got 3 guys that all are young enough to develop into starters. They just won't because they're normal dev, they're backups. Can't really do much with that. And the next pick, I guess you go Portis. He's raw as hell, but he's a 1 to 2. I can't pass on that kind of talent. 25 true. Normal dev. Man, these devs are killing me, though. Random corner, Carlos Crisp. Good man coverage, good catching. Not the fastest, but fast enough. Got that Jalen Johnson build. And I don't even know, did we get McLaughlin back? I think we did. We tried to, at least. I'm just going to look at the first guy here. He's elite kick power. True talent 1. We got ourselves a generation. I literally looked at the first guy. Elite kick power, B accuracy. Good enough for me. That's all. True talent number 1. Damn, 2 number 1 overall true talents. Obviously, this one is a kicker, but pretty good. I'm also not saying I'm expecting the greatest of all time, but a 2 to 3 with, okay athleticism, zone coverage in the 7th round. Why wouldn't I? I mean, he's pretty bad. He's hitting dev, but he is pretty bad. But still, I don't know what I would have done with a trade down anyways. Usually these types of picks are trade bait for me. Random fullback time, A pass block. Oh, he's bad. He's terrible. See how we fared. Oh my. Okay, so I said 67. He was 68. Yeah, we're going to really need him to get a freaking breakout, a dev up, end of season rookie of the year type of thing. Ideal sense of pressure, though. So he's a little bit of a project, but with some speed, he's actually not half bad. Let's see. Obviously, star. Where is it? Oh, okay. Okay, that's a good pick. That is better than I thought it was going to end. I'll tell you that much. 6'6", 307. Great block shed, not so much power move. You are Vita Vea's replacement sometime. I don't know about anytime soon, but sometime. Maybe 2 years from now. Maybe next year. Who knows? Depends on the money. Depends on his regression, I suppose. DT, 75 overall there. Jennings, like I said, if he's going to play anywhere, it'd probably be right tackle. Future-proofing for something we don't need a future-proof for. I guess maybe you worry about Wirfs in the future, but you got a rookie lineman now, or a rookie quarterback, so that's probably not even a concern anymore. That center, though, or guard who's basically a center, not a fan. Not a fan. I don't really care too much about the other players too much, but I will take a look at Adkins. I kind of like him. Yes, what we would do before heading into Season 3 would be take a look at those other quarterbacks. What do we got for the QBs? So we have 4 overall with 75. Pitts, hidden dev. Very good accuracy, 92 throw power. I mean, I would have taken probably any of those other guys over ours, so we'll see what happens if I was going to be wrong or not. Star dev, our guy's better, sort of. Superstar dev, faster. Then we move over to the other quarterback, Steffens, 72 overall, also hidden. Really strong, so maybe you can make some arguments about arm strength being more valuable than speed for a QB, perhaps. Also star, though. So, I mean, dev is king. And we got the dev. That's all I can say. Oh, where's the position? Where was the Cox? Show me the Cox. 64 overall. Okay, 1 to 2. But he was hidden. Man, there was a lot of hidden devs in this class. I mean, they didn't need him because obviously they got Jaden, but why not, right? Star dev, okay. And then I guess Cordani, we'll take a look at him. If he's also hidden, that's unbelievable. 68, Cordani. Another hidden. This guy's insanely raw, but fast. Wearing 19 at quarterback is just a death sentence. Start F, okay. Although, ironically enough, of all teams to wear 19 for at QB. There we go, Season 3 team starting anew at quarterback. We might change the scheme up, but I'm not really sure who to. Obviously, he can sprint a little bit. Maybe we'll go Commanders. No, not as tall as Jaden Daniels. We got some speed, I suppose. Maybe that's the move. We'll try Commanders. I don't really see them do well in Sim, but maybe. All right, re-signs. Winfield, likely. Irvin, absolutely. Smith, definitely. Zion, maybe at that price. Vita Vea, no. Cade Otton, no. Well, probably not for Vea, but no for Cade. Unlikely for Jamel because, I mean, I'm surprised he didn't regress harder than this. Carlton Davis, same age, same overall, dropped like 3 overalls, Mike is likely just going to retire. Braswell, I mean, he's not bad at all, but just, we had better options for long-term development, so we just didn't use them. And there is that option, 84 overall. He hadn't even played well, he's 84, so I think we made the right call there. Let's get these contracts in. We have at least 3 for sure, and then we have some guys we'll wait on. We'll see what we got. We'll go 4-year because 29 is just instant death at this position in Madden. And Smith, I mean, can I trust him to get a dev up? Probably not, right? Probably not, but I'll still do it. 4-year, 32. Okay. It's a good deal, but I'm not going to say yes. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Surprising year for the Buccaneers. Very surprising. I don't know what the stats are going to look like, but a little shocked by this one as we are taking on the Saints for the final game of the season. and making the playoffs. 11-6. The rest of the division wasn't great anyways, but 11-6, good enough to make the playoffs no matter what. The 7 seed Niners are 10-7. 6 seed Cardinals are 10-7. But let's show you. Zay Flowers also worth the contract. Went with the Bengals scheme. I feel like they've got a decently fast tight end, maybe not the best. 2 solid wide receivers, some decent tackles. And then a quarterback that doesn't have the strongest arm. That's what I see our team as right now. Numbers weren't great, but they were good. Irvin, a lot of touchdowns in this rebuild so far. Unfortunately, even though Evans had more catches, he also does not get 1,000 yards. So the first time in his career, unfortunately. Flowers, superstar minimum. Looking at O-line, not our best work. Tackles were pretty bad. Pass rush, though. No change to the scheme. Went with the Steelers right off the rip. I wasn't messing around. Steelers right away. It's the only scheme I know of that's good. Some of you guys suggest like Cardinals or Ravens, 3-4 Storm, something like that. But none of those have worked for me. This is a year for the ages. If this isn't a dev up for Walker minimum, maybe even Diaby, I'm going to be pissed. Like, that is just bullcrap. Jamel Dean, finally a potential dev up season, but it's too late. McLaughlin, good year, but I think he gets replaced by the generational kicker we got. At least I would assume he's generational. He's a really high overall. He's got to be at least star, obviously. Was hoping superstar. We'll see. Rookie of the year, minimum. Did not win Offensive Player of the Year, which is a disaster. Defensive Player of the Year, automatic dev up. Rookie of the Year, no. The other quarterback. Not that it matters too much because, McClendon, well, it does matter a lot because his XP's gone, but McClendon's already superstar. Can't go to X Factor from a dev up. But yeah, that does suck. That does suck. No top QB rank. Number 6 for running back. Number 2 for wide receiver. Again. So, technically no guarantee for dev up for Zay Flowers. I expect him to anyways, but no guarantee. D-line at 10, linebacker at 1 and 2. So Walker, cleaning up shop here. Guaranteed superstar, maybe X Factor. Jamel Dean, 4 interceptions. Kicker number 6. Back in the playoffs. So, we definitely got some guaranteed dev ups. So the rookie, though, ironically enough, going against the Commanders who had their own rookie, run. See if he can do something. Imagine he wins a Super Bowl here. That would be crazy. Going to the end of the game. Can we win a playoff game? I don't ask for much. I just want a Super Bowl. I don't ask for much. I just want something that, like the quarter of the league hasn't done. Actually, it's a little bit more than that, I'm pretty sure. Not even a little bit. It's like a lot bit more than that. Obviously, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers can't relate. 21-14. It's a clutch drive, but 3 minutes left. The Commanders have a shot. They will not do it. This rookie has a chance to win it here, and he will. Wow. That was, easy for them. Okay. McClendon, let the man cook. Put some respect on the name. Threw a pick, but also threw 367 yards. Crazy completion percentage. That's easily an outplay over Jaden Daniels. Irvin was decent. Wide receivers, Mike Evans, great. Flowers, great. Jackson, great. Tez, okay. Blocking, they got cooked. Who was it? Diaby. It's the first time I've seen a 3-4 do well. And it's like homegrown players, right? You have Diaby, who's not a super high overall, 81 overall star to start. Obviously, Walker, 71 overall star. These are better numbers than I've gotten with, the Chargers and the freaking Steelers. What a year. 31 and a half sacks between those two guys, and then Shamar Turner on there as well. Let us cook. Of course, now we're going against the Seahawks. Could have chanced, though, to flip it on them, right? They're at home this time, but yeah, they ruined us. They ruined our chance with a Baker Mayfield Super Bowl. Throwing the revenge right in their face would be great, though. 3-0. Nice stop with a score. Would have been nice for more than that. They get a safety. We get a touchdown. It's kind of weird. It's like they muffed the safety punt or something. End of the half, 10-9. A little bit of a low-scoring one. We're up by 8. With huge touchdown. 8-point game still. They have a chance. They will get the 2-point as well. There's no way, right? There's no way the Seahawks are turning this around on us this easily. Come on. This rookie's goated. Let him win. There you go. 4-point game. And the Seahawks are going to run out of time, and we're headed to the championship round with a rookie. All right. Let's see how well he played this time. Another pick, but 3 touchdowns. Completion percentage isn't that good, though. Could argue Ewers, outperformed him there. Close call, though. Flowers has been great. The fact that I almost didn't go for him because I was like, he's a little short. Look at this pass rush once again, though. Unbelievable. Thankfully, we just said, screw that. We want a good player because Zay Flowers has been so clutch for us. The guy has been really good. Championship round. Who is it against? They have... you do have the Eagles. But to say, right before I seen that juggernaut of a team, I was like, you don't really have that many great teams in the NFC, so not too many to worry about. And of course, then we have the Eagles. Yeah, maybe there's a pretty good team still remaining. End of the game, 0-0, 7-0, 7-7, 14-7. Ooh, I don't like it. Yeah, the Eagles have scored like every drive. Huge field goal, but really need that to be a touchdown, I think. All right, 8 points with a 2-point on that one. Driving down, need to convert. We do. This team is on another level right now. Come on, defense. They get the takeaway. They go for it. They're winning by 11, and they're headed to the Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback. 32-29. Wow. No picks this time. The defense came up clutch. Forced Jalen to throw 3 picks. Obviously, great game rushing for Jalen, but Irvin, okay. It's kind of feeling like the older Buccaneers where they just can't run the ball, though. Mailata gave up 3 sacks. Okay, this team is destined for greatness. Super Bowl in year 3. Bengals playbook. How many times do you see the Bengals win a Super Bowl in Sim? And they got Joe Burrow. Like, never. Like, never this Madden. Wow. I would say, maybe if we win a 3 Super Bowl, there's no point in going on because, the Eagles got the 3-peat. We'll see. I think we definitely do a season 4, but if we don't win a Super Bowl, then we just call it there because it's like, well, you can't outbeat them, I guess. Not that you need to, but like you can't. But okay. I'm telling you, there's something fishy about everything. Anytime I speak, I always get hit with the coincidences. Like, how? How are the Bengals in here now? When do you see them win a Super Bowl? Oh, maybe just like a week from now when you sim and you lose to them? The ultimate irony? Oh my. This is not okay. This is wrong. We're being done wrong. Zay Flowers is a superstar, as expected. 91 overall. So balanced. So good. Superstar Dev led the league in catches as well. Really good touchdown numbers on top of it. Defensively, where are we at? Nice. They both got dev ups. I was thinking that was a possibility. I just didn't want to overreach. Walker goes to superstar, which is great. And then Diaby, the X Factor. Did Smith go up? I would love to see if he went up. He did not. I don't even remember what kind of season he had. Jamel Dean doesn't either, which is kind of a sad one. But 88 overall for Diaby. I am shocked. Wait, when the hell did he go to X Factor? Was he X Factor last year? Pro Bowl appearance? When the hell did this happen? Was that last year and I just didn't notice it? I mean, he's an X Factor. It happened at some point. Maybe it was last year. I don't know. Where he got like Player of the Week. Let's see if he had Player of the Week. Player of the Week, you can get that as well. I never get it when actually playing the franchises, but we see them in rebuilds every once in a while. And he got one in week 20. Maybe that's when it went. No, we would have seen it in week 19 and 20. Do you have another one? Not there. Not there. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I didn't see it there, though. I didn't see it. So, either way, the Bengals, we just talked about it. When do they ever win one? Well, hopefully it's not right now. Going to the end of the game, Cincinnati scores 3. We score nothing. We get a stop. We score 7. Good stuff. They get a touchdown, though. It's a 3-point game. Right at half. Huge field goal. It's all tied up at half. Basically a reset of game. Up by 3, down by 4. Huge drive. No score. Huge drive again. Do score. If you score a touchdown on the drive, you win. 3rd and 6. They get the first down. They score the touchdown. And we have won a Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback. A 68 overall to start the year rookie quarterback, may I remind you. Wow. Okay, that is not something we do often. Previous Maddens, we kind of had that. Every once in a while, we'd win one. We'd have a pretty good rookie quarterback that would just tear the league up. Not really so much lately. Not really so much lately. And then what a year it was. The scheme, it wasn't even like OP or anything. It's just the defense was on some tear. Holding the freaking Bengals to 17 points with some of those short drives we sustained, or lack of sustaintion. I don't even know if that's a word. Really should have forced more points there, and they just didn't. Looking at the quarterback, McClendon was great. 1 pick for Joe Burrow. Irvin, yards aren't really that great, but he usually puts up a touchdown. Mike Evans, great, retiring 2-time champion. Zay Flowers, 1 touchdown. Zay Flowers with a ring, which is cool. Pass rush. Actually didn't have that great of a pass rush in this one, but he got a couple of sacks in there. Pick for Crisp, who's just, tearing it up. All the picks in the world. Number 4 corner getting multiple interceptions it's definitely not expected, I'll tell you that much. And here you go. Just Goatley. His Buccaneers team. Impressive. Oh, I wanted to look at the stats. Not the stats, the staff stuff, the playbooks and whatnot. About to lose Mike Evans. We got money, so if a big free agent name comes up again, I'm gonna do it. This is what our schemes are. Pretty good stuff. Obviously not the Buccaneers, but it was pretty evident that we were not going to win with that scheme. We were winning games, but the numbers were not great. What overall did the quarterback go up to anyways? He didn't really have a great year. It was, very good for a rookie, but didn't even win Rookie of the Year, which, usually that's kind of the setting for us to be like, okay, that was a really, really good year. But let's take a look. 89 overall, really good team, a lot of money. All things we love to see. He is already an 85 overall, huh? Damn. That's a year. Deep accuracy is not very good, but that's the kind of quarterback I like here. I like this. He's got really good accuracies. He's just a goon. Super Bowl obviously helps. You're like that. It's going to get you, some chances. Wide receivers don't look terrible. I'd probably want someone a little bit better than Tez. It's a really short wide receiver room, but I can live with it. And then defensively, I didn't actually look. Vita, I would say he probably didn't retire, but he's probably not going to be worth keeping anyways. Probably 82. 82 overall. Yeah, we need a new corner. Could live with Dean if we had to, though. Taylor, number 1. DT, we already got Greenfield taking his place, so we're fine there. Future-proofing worked well while having a great right now roster. What a rebuild. Buccaneers, not a team I would have expected to win a year 3 Super Bowl. Very doable. Just didn't expect it. Close call on that quarterback, too. I really thought we were screwed. 5th-year option for Walker. I think that's fine. I was like, do I want to just pay him right away? 1 year 5 for McCollum. Why not? Get their depth up. And I think that's it. Jamel Dean, actually. We'll go Jamel Dean. Even if we don't use him because we find a better option, I'll just at least make sure we have, a serviceable guy there. And then McLaughlin's gone. Not a bad year. It's just this youngster has got a higher ceiling. He's best in the league type. Better than Justin Long movies. Pretty decent movies. They're all right. Free agency, some really, really big names here. Gibbs, Trey Smith, Pooney, McNeil. Do you like Worthy for the job? Probably. Terrion Arnold. That is another Carlton Davis sort of. This is a guy that I'm probably willing to take. 3-year deal. Not a huge fan of his overall, but I'm willing to take him. I'm willing to do it. So brave of us. Maybe looking at some of those guys in the beginning. Perhaps that's the move. Kind of falls off from the top a little bit. Baker's still good, by the way. Now, 1 year 21. Honestly, if he was asking for something like that, he might have ruined this entire thing. I don't see how in the world I let go of Baker for under 1 year 30. I offered him 1 year 40 and he didn't take it. So, that would have made some things interesting. We'll pay attention. Take a look at our team, see if we need alignment. I don't think we do, but Trey Smith's not bad, so maybe. McNeil's also pretty good. Worthy, once again, we're talking about Tez Johnson. This is literally Tez Johnson, but with actual, invested time. I'll just keep Tez, maybe look for a wide receiver. I had that as our focus scouting, so with that extra third, we could easily trade up pretty much anywhere in the top, not anywhere, but past the top 15, so 16 and lower. Arnold I want. McNeil's good, but I think Greenfield's cheaper, better long-term, potentially. And then Trey Smith, we'll see if we need alignment. I think we're good, though. But if we have to pay someone, maybe we just move on from them now, get some value, and then replace. Nah, I'm good. Mauk at 85. Godecki at 85. Got some backup linemen that could have a chance to start at some point, so I'm good. I'm happy with it. Wide receiver, corner potentially, but we got Terrion Arnold coming, it seems. Linebacker, there's not really many things we need to work on, and with that rookie contract quarterback, what do we need? Nothing, really, just wide receiver. All right, we're in the draft, and there is a very good chance that this guy is generational. Wide receiver is still pretty damn high on our needs list. Trading up to 1 overall, though, I don't know how good of an odds you have of that. Maybe Jacksonville doesn't need wide receiver. I think they probably take him if nobody offers a trade up. So I'll try. I don't feel great about it, but I'll try. We're risking a lot here while already being a really good team, but I guess we'll give it a go. Oh, we have 2 first-round picks? I forgot. This is doable. Oh my god, no it's not. I lied. This is a lot to trade up for one player. But we'll I think, try. I mean, we're close, but we're not that close. I really want this wide receiver. He's 6'6" as well. This is too much. I can't do any higher than that. They're probably going to take him. We'll see how good he is after the draft. Damn, that sucks. If he's there too, though, it opens things up. He's not going to be, though. How good is he? Yeah, there he goes. Tim Smith. Do have some other wide receivers, though. Like, you could go maybe Arrington. Floyd Arrington. Kind of raw looking, but he's a round 1 talent, and he's fast as a 6'2" guy, so that's good enough for me. Let's go to 20. All right, the guy I wanted is gone, but this guy, Tremon Lane, looks really good. Super athletic, 6'1", wide receiver 2 coming up, even if he's normal. Don't care. 7 true talent. Hidden Dev with 97 speed. Did we actually get saved by the Jaguars? Definitely not, because that guy's going to be generational. But still, that guy's really good. I'm chilling. Pick 7, 75, 76 overall, probably. I love it. Of course, look at all the QBs. We don't need a QB anymore. Oh, yeah, we'll just have like a bunch of top 10 guys. Don't worry about it. If you need a QB, we got plenty. Of course, dude. Of course. Vasher, DT type. Oh, Fisher actually was really good. He looks really good. He's a 2-3. I'll just take him now. Why not? Instead of pick 10 in the second, we'll take him at 32. He's hidden dev. I really expected normal. 76, 77 overall normal. Instead, we get a hidden as well. Our drafts have been goated through and through. Even our, the real life class. Really good draft. I mean, we've done things, all right? We've done things that we're not proud of. I don't know what that means. And there's a decent safety. I mean, Smith, I think he'll be the guy, but in case he's not, Paul Claxton, B-zone, decently fast. 25 true, normal dev, meh. There was potential there. Don't really need anybody, so if somebody's there at 32, we'll take him. If not, we'll trade down. Got linemen backing up players that, just never going to happen. Is that a tight end? 2-3 tight end, Jackson, Cam Jackson. He's okay speed. He's not terrible. Top 5 QB still there. Wide receiver day 3. O-line, we actually have a lineman here. If I like Gallagher, I'll take him. If not, I might take one of the linebackers, especially since, we don't need to replace Nakobe Dean, but we could at some point. Let's see the speed. Day 3. Even if he's day 3, I like the speed. I can't go against that speed. It's ridiculous. 74 true. Damn, I thought it was going to be hidden. And we're going to take a decently fast running back with the late 4th round pick. Glenn Knox, 74 true. Normal dev. But yeah, 92 speed, 91 excel. Rookie deal running back who might be in the low 70s if we're lucky. Another pretty fast running back. Why not? UDFA, I'll take him. True talent 40, though. Normal dev 94 speed anyways. Pretty good player. I don't know if we need a kicker or a punter soon. Maybe go back to the fullback well. It didn't work out last time. Really struggle to draft fullbacks. It's tough. They just aren't good. What did I get at you? How many times in a year do you see, how many years ever, really, do you see, a fullback just do anything? How many teams do you even see use a fullback, let alone have one that just, comes out of the woodwork and just becomes really good? Just doesn't happen. He's got a B pass block, C run block. Jimmy Rush, 6'3", 254 is huge. 116 true. I don't know. I'm excited to see our players, obviously, because we got some good ones. 277 overall ones. That's how good they were. But I do want to see that wide receiver. I need to see that wide receiver. Tremon Lane, very good. Very good player. Hidden dev. Let's see what we're cooking with. I wanted Arrington, but Lane looks great. Star dev. I don't know. Something smaller. 17, 13. I don't like any of those numbers for some reason. I'll go 17, I guess. Then we'll take a look at Lane. Safety is actually pretty good, even though he's normal dev. 74 overall. Spencer Fisher. Maybe even he's a safety. 5'11", 190. Feeling like a free safety to me. Way better zone than man. Dev of star expected. Put him 21. Very versatile number. 21 for a corner. 21 for a safety. Do what you want. All these other guys, they're good players, but they're all backups. Let's be honest. They're all backups. Yeah. 94 speed, 84 overall, wide receiver. 6'6". Wow. He is unbelievable. 91 release. Catching's ridiculous. Obvious generation, but I want to see it anyways. Damn, he was good. He was good. Let's take a look at Van Buren. Van Buren, 6'1", hidden dev. Oh my God, he has no injury. He's terrible injury. But automatically worse than our guy just because our guy's way faster. Superstar dev, I still like our guy way better. Injury obviously plays a factor if you wanted to play it that way as well. And then Arrington, 76 overall, 92 speed. Passed on a bust. Not really a bust, but definitely not as good as Lane at all. See if Lane could have one of those Rookie of the Year type seasons, and maybe we have ourselves right back to where, this team started. Not quite the height, but talent. All right, Season 4. Lane, looking like a pretty good wide receiver, too. Hoping for 83. That's the mark we're aiming for by the end of the season. Just won a Super Bowl. I mean, can't really get much better than that, right? We are a little bit worse of a team, technically, because of the wide receiver, too, but the ceiling's way higher. Defensively, we're a better team. Walker's 89 overall now. Do we see a potential change at safety in the future? Maybe. I like Smith. Was he 26? He's 27. I'll start swinging. I'm swinging. That's it. He is almost 85, though, and he also is really balanced. He's a really good player. Just didn't get the dev up, which kind of hurt him. Could have, if he was superstar year 2, maybe, would have been potentially 86, 87, which is a good safety. But, fair enough. Team's good. 91 overall. I like our odds. 86 million. Turner, obviously. Kreutz, probably. Barton, possibly. Tez, no. Should have been starting the superstar before him anyways. Taylor, obviously, we'll give him a contract. It's a 5th-year option, though, so we're not even there yet. Yeah, I mean, the team's in a good spot, right? Godecki's definitely too much. So, you lose Dean, you lose Godecki. You keep these 3, I suppose, and you still have a lot of money left over. I think that's about right. We make the playoffs at 13-4. What a turnaround, mind you. Early on in the year, we got to look at Lane. What a year. But early on, not a good start, right? We lost 3 in a row, but then no changes. We just turned it around. I was actually pretty worried, I'm not going to lie. I was definitely expecting this to be the end of time. McClendon, after his rookie year, looking so good. Irvin, I don't know what's up. He's 93 overall, and he's terrible. I don't know. He's put up good touchdowns, though. Receiving, Lane, Rookie of the Year, probably Superstar X Factor potential. What else do we have for Flowers? Johnson, over 1,000 each. Blocking, a little bit better. Pass rush, a little bit worse. A little bit worse here, but it's okay. Team did well. That's all I ask for. Wait, what was... Oh, wow, look at the kicking from the generational. Picks were high. Taylor 5, Arnold F4. Forgot we had Terrion Arnold. We didn't actually pay attention to see if we got him. We just assumed we got him, right? It was pretty expected with the only 5-bar interest team versus all the other 4s. So, we got really good corners. I mean, all of our corners like 84, 85 plus. Mahomes wins MVP. Anything for us? Rookie of the Year? Player of the Year, potentially. I'm close. Best QB F5. Best running back F6. Best wide receiver at 1. Best O-line at 5. Best D-line at 7. Best linebacker at 2. Best DB at 2 and 9. Best kicker at 1. Got a lot of wins and a lot of close call wins. On our way to another playoff berth after the Super Bowl. Looking good. Pitts, their player, stole Rookie of the Year from us. We're still mad. The fact that our tight end almost beat their quarterback, who's now a superstar, for Rookie of the Year is crazy. Rainy game. I love the rain. I miss the rain. This whole winter, it's like been no snow. I'll look up the stats real quick for my local area, like the average and what we've had. I'll tell you in a moment. Come on. 24-18. Come on. There you go. Defense really cooked up there because we opened the door. There was a chance for the Saints to win that one. What are the numbers? 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. I mean, really good numbers again. McClendon. Irvin, nothing. Nothing. Just nothing at all. Walker really has shined. He's really, like, those first 2 years were awful. Year 3 and 4 have been great. So far, we have had half the average. Half of the average. What a disaster. Packers 8 and 9. I mean, they shouldn't even be here. That's like barely limping in. Watch W, the team that beats us. Going to the end of the game. 7-0. Packers starting off strong. We get 7 right back, though. Resilient bunch. Not worried one bit. 14-10. Huge drive. Did not score. Still 14-10. 21-10. Really clutch defense, and we're going to go right back to the championship round with a convincing one. I mean, just even when things go badly, this team doesn't panic. They hold up on defense, and then Jordan Love, more bad playoff performances. McClendon was unbelievable. Irvin was better, than usual. Lane, really solid. Flowers, really good amount of catches. Sack totals, one of our worst games. Still put up 2. Kicking clean. Championship round, who are we taking on this time? It is the Falcons. Man, no teams over 9 wins. 2 of them in the division. Panthers still just, they are what they are. All right, let's just not talk about it. But I'm not saying cupcake run, but man, not the hardest. Let's see. Can we get back to another Super Bowl? We get the touchdown. 7-0. 14-0, looking strong. Drive is going well. 21-0. Man, we've been really cooking in these rebuilds lately, though. 28-0, 35-0, 35-7, 42-7, 48-7, 48-14. And here we are, headed to another Super Bowl. Back-to-back. Maybe we actually can three-peat just like the Eagles. McClendon was unbelievable. This guy is one of the best stories we've ever had in a rebuild, to be honest. 68 overall, Rookie of the Year type player. Didn't actually win Rookie of the Year. And wins a Super Bowl as a rookie. And now he's on, a roll to win 2 in a row. And here it is, the rematch we figured sooner or later would happen. The Chiefs. Can they get their revenge against us or not? McClendon, the X Factor. Looking like a goon. 92 overall. Unbelievable. He's just so good. Deep accuracy is so bad, though, and so is the play action. So just nothing deep, but that's worked out. That has worked out for us. Bengals, Buccaneers, both those schemes, very short-ish. Lane goes superstar, 89 overall. A little bit higher than that 83 we were hoping for. What a year he had. 21 touchdowns, was it? Best wide receiver in the league. Forget best rookie. Then we have the defensive side of the ball where nothing happened, unfortunately. Jamel Dean actually went to superstar, but, big deal. Here it is, the end of the game. Repeat, two-peat chance. Chiefs fighting strong, fighting hard. Their defense doing just well as ours. 4-point lead for us so far. Huge touchdown drive, and we actually get it. Huge touchdown to start the second half, and we're going to run away with another one. What are with these 2-peat, 3-peats? The Eagles got 3 in a row. We have 2 in a row now. Chance at 3 in a row ourselves. We've just been absolutely heating up in these rebuilds. We've been doing really well. McClendon, another 5-touchdown game. 92% completion percentage on 39 throws is ridiculous. Run game, better than theirs. Not a perfect game, but better than theirs. Wanya Morris, Wanya ask for help? I don't know. Diaby, 3 sacks. What a joke. Arnold, 1 interception. 1 for McDuffie. 6 extra points for Lane Williams. Did not kick field goals. We score touchdowns around here. And there you have it. Just another run. Can we get a bye week run, though? We've been doing well by starting the wild card round anyways, but can we do even better? Can we one-up it? Imagine 6 Super Bowls in a row won by 2 teams only. That would be fantastic, right? We're going to try. If you have your option for Taylor, it'd be cheaper just to sign him, so we're not going to do that. Johnson. Man, this is a tough one because Johnson's good. But can we afford him? Losing the tackle more than likely. Let's try to keep him, though. 1 year, 20. Okay, so with that, we're probably going to let Johnson go and just start the superstar finally. Nakobe Dean. I don't want to, ruin what's good, though, I'm attached to this team a little bit. Let's do 1 year for them. And then I think that's it. Jamel Dean, unfortunately, he'll be gone. But, 3-time Super Bowl champion? Not too bad. Players like Jalen Hurts are in free agency. Rousseau is back in free agency. Landon Dickerson. Humphrey, Tevin Jenkins is back. He got to an 83 or 86, which is pretty good. Sucks we're losing Tez, but we got a superstar, that's just as fast, arguably faster. Ready to go. Not as good, but still really good. Let's head to the draft where, we don't really need anything. We're kind of just future-proofing again, I suppose. O-line. Offensive line, really, that's about it. Here we are in the draft, pick 32, obviously. Once again, offensive line, maybe a linebacker. That's kind of our priority in this one. And, Swain's still there. Top 5. I have no choice but to take him. I wasn't planning on it because I kind of wanted to trade down and grab multiple linemen. But, yeah, Swain's got to be taken. Pick 4 overall, 94 strength. 32. Probably going to go with another lineman. I don't know who, but somebody. Oh, Lord, the decision is impossible. They're literally all 3. They're 1 to 2s, every one of them. I guess it's between these 3, right? You want the height just to have somebody that can play pretty much anywhere. This guy's calling to me, right? Beckham's calling to me. Cole Beckham, 21 years old. He's calling to me. 50 true. You called right. Hidden dev, tall, looks good. All right, third, fourth, and a fifth for the Ravens mid-third round. We're going to be taking a linebacker with this. We got 2 linemen and a linebacker who will potentially be replacing Nakobe Dean. Some of those linemen might be replaced. I mean, we're ready for the future. We're ready for now. We're ready for everything. Super speedy Kenny Laws, 47 true. Okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought, but normal dev. I mean, very fitting for Nakobe Dean to be replaced by a normal dev. And then the rest of the draft, we're just going to trade down, I think. Big deal. Who cares? All right, here we are. 78 overall for that guard. 73, 73. We'll take a look at swing because, I mean, there is a potential for this guy to be a superstar. Do I believe it? I don't know. He's more of a finesse guy, maybe a tackle in the future. Let's see what we got for that dev superstar. Oof, not really worth it at all, to be honest. But, yeah, I mean, worth it, but not worth it as in, like, top 5. Is that really top 5? Maybe, I guess. Final season. Can we get the three-peat? That would be awesome. We'll see. They're the same person. Offense looks as good as ever. Defensively, edge, both basically 90-plus overall, middle linebackers. They're getting there. I know Nakobe can't really get any higher, but Winfield's regressing. Everyone else on the team outside of Winfield, though, and maybe Diaby coming up, has basically, they're progressing. So this team is just always on the come-up, always ready for what's next. I didn't even know Leonard Williams was a superstar, but we'll take that depth. And then, of course, O-line, Swain, Beckham, Jennings. We almost have a full offensive line of backups. I mean, you add Rivers in there, he's 78 overall. You got basically a whole offensive line behind the starting offensive line. We've got ourselves such a good team. We did really well in this one. And that was without a guarantee of QB. Baker was gone really early. So we did really well in this one yet again. 98 million, what we got? So Walker, absolutely. Taylor, absolutely, even though that's a little higher than I was expecting. Wirfs, I actually don't know. Jackson, yes. Reynolds, for sure at that price. Holloman, for sure. Dean, likely not. Mauk, probably not. And then who do we have? Future QB. So we got to sit. Oh, man, we're actually really up against it here. So, yeah, oh, man, we actually really are. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that. But Walker, like I said, for sure. Taylor, for sure. Then the rest, I mean, there's some question marks because that QB, he needs a contract. Right as of right now, as it stands, we cannot afford him. Like, we simply can't. So Wirfs is gone, sadly. 99 overall, gone. Jackson, I mean, even Jackson, you argue. He's a tight end. Could we get someone similar to him? Probably. Holloman, Reynolds, I mean, I want to keep them. So with a cheap deal like that for Reynolds, okay, I guess I have to pay a little bit more. Kind of have to. Holloman. Yeah, we're really against it. I'm not sure who we have that's costing so much, but we have 20 million left, and we have to pay a freaking quarterback. Like, yikes. Okay, so I was wondering why things feel like they're going so well. Now I know why. But then again, we have 3 linemen that we're letting go. So it's like, where is this money? Is it the D-line? It just might be the front 4. Almost had an undefeated season. 15-2. Undefeated for a while. Pretty deep into the season. Then, lost 2 in a row and then didn't lose anymore, thankfully. 15-2, not bad. Headed to the playoffs. Got that bye week. Talked about, hey, can we get one? We did. Will it be good, though? All the other wildcard rounds we won. Watch it one time we get the bye week. Don't have to play. Too rusty and we'll lose. But top 2 wide receivers look great. Reynolds, stepping in right where Tez left off. Pretty good. Not quite as good, but pretty good. Jackson, not a lot of yards, but a lot of touchdowns. And then blocking, right where we expected. Left guard, 9 sacks is a lot to give up. Sacks, though, speaking of, Walker with 23.5. Unbelievable. Everyone else, double digits. We love to see it. Picks, quite high up there. Fisher with 4. Could be the future, at that cornerback position. Maybe if there's a way to get rid of Arnold to save money, you could do that, perhaps. As McLennan wins MVP as well, I mean, this thing has gone perfectionately. Lane with an Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, number 2 for Walker. Offensive Player of the Year, or Rookie of the Year, Defense Rookie of the Year. We didn't start anybody like that. Best QB, we win. Best running back at 9. Best wide receiver at 1. Best O-line at 3, 6, and 10. D-line, no. Linebacker, obviously. That's a record breaker unless somebody else broke it before him. Diaby at number 3. DB at number 3 and 8. Best kicker at number 5. I mean, imagine we actually had some good rushing numbers. We really didn't have that. I mean, a couple of really high touchdown numbers, but as far as like yards per carry goes and, being like 12 to 1,500 rushing yards, not even close, right? As far as season sacks, yeah, Walker does have the record. No other record was by Rashee Rice with 26 touchdowns. No one else, though, winning any sort of records in this rebuild. So, pretty impressive. I can't believe he had a really slow start. He's 71 overall, kind of makes sense, but then just really took off, just had a career, at least so far. I mean, I doubt he's going to go down from here. I mean, maybe totals, but as far as like average, should be at least double digit every single season. Niners in the playoffs. We're 95 overall. They're in 88. Three-peat has a chance. Let's do it. I don't think we actually got it with the Chargers, so this could actually be the three-peat. I don't know if we got it. I don't think we did. All right. Got that bye week. This would be the one we lose like right away. Oh, it's not a good start. Okay, good little bounce back. We know that we're never going to give up. 14-10, 14-13, halftime score of a close game. 14-13, 21-13. They're not giving up. One touchdown could do it. Not going to do it. Opening that door, and there it is. So, yeah, it looks so much worse, by the way, they get a touchdown there. But 38-24, it looked like we did our usual thing. But early on, first two, maybe even 3 quarters, 2.5, it really, it was kind of looking dire. McClendon, great. Irvin, still just, he's breaking some sacks. I don't know if it's just our guys aren't blocking well, but, man, the run game's terrible. Lane has been great. Let's take a look at the pass rush. 2.5 for Greenfield, 1.5 for Diaby, and even Leonard Williams got involved. Tyke Smith, Lenore, both with a pick each side. We missed a kick, unfortunately, but championship round for the 3rd straight year. I say 3rd like that because obviously we know it's 3 straight, but was it more? I think it was 3. I don't think we got a 4th. The Giants, 87 overall. We've got some pretty easy teams here to play against. Like, no Cowboys who are, like, insane in sim. Eagles, somewhat. But then again, like I said, NFC really doesn't have those juggernauts, right? NFC really is, like, pretty, like, weak right now. But, hey, we'll take advantage of it. 17-10. 17-17. Giants giving us a run for our money as well. I don't want the bye week anymore in these rebuilds. I think this has confirmed it. 24 all, 27-24, 21, 31, 38-27. And despite these games getting closer and closer, we are still headed back to yet another Super Bowl. McClendon's having himself a run, even once again without a running game. Lane's been great. Reynolds pretty solid. Sacks, Walker, Greenfield, the D-line's doing well as usual. Arnold with a pick. Hey, he does exist. The Patriots, another weird team name. Like, how and why? Like, it's so random. Like, sure, the Patriots could turn it all the way around, but it's just not something you would expect, and it's something you just don't see. So, a little surprised by that one, but let's take a look at our DevUps if we had any. Who would we have had, actually, offensively? Anybody? Lane to X Factor, okay, higher than Flowers now, which is crazy. 96 overall in 2 seasons. He's just ridiculous. Like, short route sucks, but he's so good. He's so good, so fast. We land ourselves a true good player. Defensively, anyone going up there? Walker goes to X Factor. That's about it, though. Walker is the only one. Smith, would have loved to see him get to Superstar, never did. See how good. Oh, my God. Look at his pass rush ability. Block shot's not great, but ridiculous. Linebacker of the year, sack leader, record holder, X Factor linebacker. Let's go into the Super Bowl. See if we've won 3 in a row or not. All right, for all the marbles, the Patriots, 7 points. We get 7 right back. This feels like it would take a miracle to lose this. Although, we do miss that extra point. It's all tied up almost. We get a touchdown, and just even when things go really badly, 2 missed extra points in this one, we still just dominate. We still win. This has been one of our best, realistic style rebuilds we've done in a long time. And that Chargers rebuild was great. But this team, just from where it starts, right? You don't have that quarterback guaranteed to be a 90+, and yet here we are looking like a nearly impossible team to beat. Really, we just genuinely look impossible to beat. But there you have it. Another Super Bowl. Yeah, the Eagles might have also had a 3-peat, but you know what they didn't have? They don't have the record for most Super Bowls in the players' first 3 years of their career. Rookie quarterback winning a Super Bowl and then winning the next 2 is unbeatable. It's unbeatable. 3-peat, even that seems pretty tough to do. We'll see if the Chiefs can do it in real life, but doing what he did, McClendon, unbeatable. You are never going to see that ever, let alone again. McClendon, his ratings are so high that all they have left now is basically his deep accuracy. It's finally starting to develop, but still only 85, and then play action only 71. But then everything else, 99 overall. He's such a good player. He was really a question mark, and then, we got him. Hindev, hey, that's great, 68 overall, oof, but then just unbelievable, basically a 99 overall. Irvin, he's got so many good ratings, and just the stats aren't there, right? Like, the touchdowns were, the yards per carry weren't. Zay Flowers, 95 overall, really solid player. We went from the too tall, Godwin's not insanely tall, but he's tall, wide receivers, to semi-short. Obviously, Flowers super short, and then Lane at 6'1". It's pretty prototypical. That's really good height. But obviously, Flowers definitely a bit shorter than Mike Evans and Godwin. Reynolds, he's kind of sitting in the backup spot this whole time. Got a super cheap deal in the long run, though. So, honestly, almost like strategical for that, outcome. Jackson, pretty decent contract, 4 years, 70. Don't really think this team could be afforded going forward. I think we honestly did sell. We're going to have to take some dead hits, restructures, and whatnot just to keep McClendon. We don't have to worry about it, thankfully. But let's take a look now at Tristan Wirfs, the 99 overall. Really, really good. Just ridiculous. Unfortunately, though, a free agent. 33, 34 mil per year. Can't afford it. Can't even afford what we did do, which were way more players for that price and cheaper. Barton, not a great finesse blocker, but amazing power blocking. Moving over to left guard was a pretty damn good move, I think. And then we have the other guys. This is one of our more keep them intact type of lines. Usually by the end of a rebuild, we're replacing at least 60% of the line. We really only replace the center. Every other guy, we've drafted backups, just not used them. And for good reason. Look at them. They're good. Normal dev, still really good. That's one of the best 86 overall linemen I've ever seen. It's ridiculous. Balanced, good, everything. Winfield, more of a regression than a progression, but at this point I'm curious to see what he is, and what he is still really good. About to be 32 years old, I think, unless they factor the age in right there, which I don't think they do. And not factor the Asian, factor the age in. Tyke Smith, 86 overall, really good. Man and zone, could play corner, great hip power. Speedy enough, solid safety. Would love to see him get superstar, but that's fine. He did his thing. Diaby really surprised me. I get it. 81 overall star is not bad, but the age he was kind of was. Power move, finesse move, great. Block shed, not so bad either. Still unbelievably quick. Just like we're about to see, Walker is basically drafted another Diaby. We said that, and, he's really just taken off. Super young, 96 overall, 97 power move, 98 finesse. Block shed's not great, but ridiculously fast. Great tackle pursuit. All that stuff is great. Just block shed's a little iffy, which with that speed, you still got to worry about his chance to get to you. Holloman, 87 overall, guy that we really didn't mention much. Kind of just fell under the radar. No coverage at all. This is not how I would build him. That is not, I would definitely want somebody that can actually cover in space. And unfortunately, that's not what we get. Nakobe Dean, probably going to be about 80 for both ratings. Usually he's pretty balanced. Nope. Terrible coverage. So, attack the middle of the field against us, and you got a good chance to win. Problem is, this team's so good, you don't really get a chance to look anywhere, let alone the middle of the field. Taylor, 93 overall, great man, solid press, smart, speedy. That draft pick was always going to develop into, the best corner on this team, and obviously did not disappoint. Arnold, 89 overall now. Press is decent, man is great, fast enough. Got ourselves, another Carlton Davis type. Really just can't get away from Carlton Davis. You could take the Davis out of the team, but you can't take the team out of the Davis. I think is how it goes. Fisher, with his season, gets the superstar. Even our backups are better than most team starters. Fisher's good enough to be a number 2 on most teams in this league, I'd say, especially with that trajectory. Kalijah Cansey, very consistent, like 1.75 sack seasons, right? Look at this. What are we doing here? Of course, had a really good year this latest season. No dev up, though, which is really disappointing, but let's take a look at how he has developed anyways. 88 overall, only star. Longevity is going to be taking a hit here because not only did he not build up extra points, but also he's going to regress quicker with that star dev. Great ratings, though. Finesse and block shed, really solid. Better than his overall, even. Then we look over at Greenfield. Back up for a year, still a 90 overall. Look at him go. Basically 90 everything. Ridiculous player. Gonna have to pay him. Can't afford it. It's all right, though, because we've won 3 Super Bowls in a row with a chance at 4. Not going to be seeing it ourselves, because once again, we've done enough to still be the best team ever, right? Power moves great, finesse moves decent for Turner. You get 3 straight Super Bowls with a rookie quarterback, that's unbeatable. It's unbeatable. We both have 3-peats. Ours is on another level. We were not an established team. This rebuild was unbelievable, and I don't know if we're going to see anything like it anytime soon. Once again, rookie quarterbacks winning a Super Bowl is tough enough. 3 in a row from a rookie quarterback on a team like the Buccaneers where, you don't see them win a Super Bowl often. We didn't run the Chiefs playbook or anything like that. Bengals playbook are decent, but their run games, run stats aren't the best. This is what we ran. It worked out to perfection, and honestly, it was maybe the best rebuild we've had all Madden long. But between the Chargers and this Buccaneers rebuild, we've been on a little bit of a roll. So, we don't talk about the Bears one. It wasn't bad, to be fair. But yeah, if you want to see more of those types of rebuilds, maybe subscribe. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. If you're not new, I do appreciate your continued support on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PK Plays for non-Madden content. Should have had a poll up yesterday. Kind of like a once and for all type of poll. I'm kind of wanting to play Last of Us more than anything, so I'm kind of hoping that's winning. At this point, I wouldn't actually know. I haven't checked it, but yeah, any teams you want to see next? We're kind of like dwindling down on realistic rebuilds we haven't done, and we're continuing to gear towards the solidified draft order rebuilds. And we obviously have a bunch of challenge rebuilds we can do. I have a couple of ideas written down. If you have anything you want to see specifically, let me know. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya. And once again, shout out to all the members of the channel. I really, really do appreciate you guys a ton. For anyone that's not a member and you want to become one, we do have a couple of members-only rebuilds that are up on the channel. Once the 15th comes back around, guaranteed another exclusive rebuild. Once again, random content like maybe a gauntlet video or a draft champions video, stuff like that might be sprinkled in here and there. Stuff that wouldn't do well normally and kills the algorithm can be safely put on members because they don't put that. They're like, oh, well, it's members. I mean, you can't expect a lot of views if there's not enough members. So it doesn't kill the algorithm, and we get to throw in some content that we normally wouldn't or haven't in a while. Maybe check it out. Click the join button. All the details will be in there. Regardless, member or not, appreciate y'all for watching. We'll be back with another video on Tuesday. Not exactly sure yet, but something. Regardless, see ya.